Good morning. You are listening to your hometown station, KHTS. It's AM 1220
right.
and 98.1. This is the Terrell and Sharon show.
Hey, Sharon.
And we're back.
We are back. We've
We're
been gone
back.
for a while, but we missed you guys.
Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about today. Kind of what was happening while we were gone, and
we got
also
Action
what's coming
packed.
up.
Yeah, action-packed day today.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, first of all, I got to say, we're kind of rocking the pastels here. What do you think?
well, you look more like sunshine. I think you're pretty bright.
Oh,
so
yeah. Well, thank you. You're a little peachy yourself
well,
there.
thank you.
Hey, Patty, I got to tell you something, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything because I know she's pretty humble, but
Right.
today is a special day. It's Sharon's birthday, man.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, you got a little
you know
applause
what?
there.
I do have a. You know what? Let me get that applause for you.
Applause
Oh, of course. One sec.
Yeah.
No, we got. Let's see. Oh, right here.
There you are.
Yay!
Happy
Happy birthday!
We love Sharon
Thank
Bronson.
you.
We love Sharon Bronson. But I hope you didn't mind me saying that. But
No, that's fine. It's okay. It's good to have a birthday
Yes, it is.
every year, and I hope for many, many more. So
yeah, absolutely.
So, what have you been doing, Terrell? May flew by, and
Holy smokes! Literally flew by.
Yeah.
I've been on the plane probably all of May, and wow! But we've had some fun times. Yeah, well, we started. I think it was May. As a matter of fact, ran into my good friend Jay Leno. He's the reason I'm here in Santa Clarita. As a matter of fact, and we got a chance. You went with me.
yeah, we did. We went to.
I went with you. One of those two.
We saw him at College of the Canyons when they brought him in to do 2 shows, and Bob Keller was kind enough to give us his front row tickets that
Give
he's
it up
had
for
since
Bob Keller.
since the Performing Arts Center has opened up. So he's been a big supporter of that venue and of the college. So so we went and saw Jay Leno, and he was hilarious.
He was, you know what, and just an amazing guy. We got a chance to go back and talk to him, and we had a hug fest. We were talking earlier.
Yeah.
We're huggers here, so we had a little reunion visit there, and then got a chance.
I love the look on his face when he saw you, because I think it was really kind of unexpected.
He's like
So,
my
yeah.
dad, man.
Yeah.
He's like so, but he introduced me to another guy, another local guy, Dave Berg. Dave lives
That was
here.
also backstage.
Yeah. And Dave Berg was, his producer of the Tonight Show for many, many years. I think about 30 years. And now Dave and I we're doing some songwriting together, man. So that's exciting.
So one thing just leads to the next, to the next, to the next.
It really does. Yeah. And man, we're just having a great time going through our calendar. Of course, you guys know we were at Vibrato, Herb Albert's Vibrato, back a couple weeks ago. That was
I went
so
to that
fun.
show.
That was so fun.
So great.
It
It
was-
was such a good show. I'm sorry for the people that missed it, because
Well,
you were on it.
oh, thank you.
yeah.
We just had a great time. It's always good to have a great audience there that helps and participates. People were singing, dancing, and if you missed it, hey, we'll be back there. We'll tell you.
You
about
are
those.
back there. They called you right back.
They did. Yeah. So
They
that's
said, "Hey, can you come back again? Is it in July?" July.
Yeah. It's in
Well,
July,
listen-
end of July.
Okay.
But I tell you what, more importantly, we're about a week and a day away from the Ambrosia show. I am blessed to be a part of that show on that ticket, and man, that's one of the special guests that we hope to have on here today.
Yeah, I think they're joining us. We just don't know exactly what time, because they are on tour.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to get them in between time while they're getting into a venue, doing sound check, etc. So we plan on them joining us at some point here during this hour, but
I got
don't
some-
know
and
And
exactly.
I'm watching. I've seen nothing yet, but
Okay.
I'm
Keep
eyes
your
are on.
eye out, Patty,
Oh, yeah.
because they're calling in. So
I got
okay.
some questions I want to ask you.
Yeah.
There's some things that are near and dear to my heart there. I would love to talk to them about. Those harmonies that those guys had and still do have.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them. I saw them, and I'd mentioned this before, and I'll probably tell them when they're gone, but I'm going to say it right now. I saw them in 1980
Oh yeah, 1980.
in Bozeman, Montana.
Really?
Yes, this was at the peak. This was their heyday when they had all their, a lot of their hits out. So, yeah, so that I mean, that's a long time ago. And
Bozeman, Montana. I wonder if you're gonna. You should ask them if they remember that.
yeah, well, they've probably I'm sure they've been all
Sometimes
over the world.
No,
I'm sure.
sometimes people remember
Yeah.
like a specific, a concert. So that'll be interesting. And then we.
And I'm dating myself too, even but it's my birthday. So
Oh man, and an awesome birthday it is. But you know what? And then we've got, we've searched far and wide, and we found some talent. It didn't take much because there's so many talented people right here in Santa Clarita. But we're gonna have another special guest here that's gonna join us. That's gonna join us on stage that day.
yeah, a local, a young lady. So that'll be fun. That was a great thing, and it's a good opportunity for somebody. And you're singing with somebody different too, and so I
Yeah.
think that'll be really fun.
Well, that's something that we've always done with my shows is, we want to shine some light on the local talent. And
Well, now you're the local talent, right?
that's kind of right. Yeah. Man, I tell you, I got to say this, Patty. I'm loving that Dodgers jersey, man.
Hey, gotta represent.
Man, I don't know who was 50. Who's
Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts.
Bets.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning some things. Being
It's a
around
pretty
color.
clean cut jersey, though, I must say. It is new. I got it for my birthday.
Oh,
Well,
what?
when was your birthday?
April 10th.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right. Man, we love.
Okay. So what else in May? What else were you doing?
Wow, here
You were out of the country, weren't you?
Oh yeah. I had to go and do. I not had to, but I was privileged to go and do some shows in Toronto, that area, and there's. I don't know if you guys know this. If you've been out of the United States here in a little bit, you do know that you have to have a COVID test when you come back. So, went through my shows. They all went well, and so many people are trying to get back. It's
Right.
hard to get a COVID test. So they kind of held me hostage over there until I could get a COVID test. Yeah. So, plan ahead, and definitely don't go over there sick because, or come back sick because you might
You're not coming back.
Yeah.
It's- yeah.
Even with
Yeah.
even with symptoms. So.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get a COVID test, man, and so it was I had to kind of prolong my visit. But I'm here now. It's good to be back. It's a little grayer over there than it is here, but it never rains in Southern California.
That's part of the problem in Southern California with the drought that we have right now too. So,
Yeah.
so what can we expect to hear? What are some of the songs that we're going to hear from you
Well-
during the Ambrosia show?
Well,
Which
you know-
is the 18th.
I mean, I really right around the '80s. That's when I started to really take notice to some of that great music, and so, I mean, I'm sure that the Ambrosia team is gonna remember stuff that I'll be doing, throwing back to some old school Lionel Richie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You guys remember All Night Long?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Man, I mean, I just idolized Lionel Richie for many years. There's another group that I love doing their covers. I love covering their tunes, and that is a little Georgie Porgy Pudding. You guys remember that song?
Toto?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toto.
So I mean, the beauty of the privilege of me being able to do cover songs is that I get to pick my favorites. You know what I mean? And so here's another one, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. We don't know. I mean, but so many great songs right there in the 70s and 80s is Christopher Cross. You guys remember Christopher Cross?
Completely. He definitely, I think it was the beginning of the 80s where he had Ride Like the Wind.
Yeah.
That whole album
That's
was
right.
fantastic.
That's right. Patty, you remember Christopher Cross?
No, sir.
You know what? he and I could be wrong, but I think it was for the Michael Hoffman Foundation. I think he did. He performed at that benefit one
okay.
year.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of Christopher Cross, but he just kind of disappeared. But so many great songs, Ride Like the Wind. What was that movie that
Arthur's theme.
When you get caught between
Yeah.
them? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Love that song. man.
Yeah.
So, that whole era. I mean, that where Ambrosia, were in there. I guess they had their hits. I mean, it was just a lot of great songs coming out there, and it was very inspiring. It made a lot of us want to be musicians, want to be singers, and here we are. I mean,
Well, they're definitely sing along types of songs and memorable music. And I don't really think their music sounds as 80s as some
not
80s
dated.
music.
No,
No, it doesn't.
No, that's
It's
it.
really not dated.
And I think that's the magic right there. If you can come up with a song that's going to stand the test of time like that. I mean, who gets tired of hearing harmonies? Does anyone ever get tired of hearing harmonies? I don't.
No.
You know, and so
So I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of that. I'm sure they'll do all their hits, on that show,
yeah,
including the ones that you're going to be doing.
yeah.
And then you're doing something else too.
I am doing something else.
Yeah.
Our song that you just heard at the very top, 100%. We'll do that one. We'll do a couple of others that no one's heard before. So if you're at the Canyon Club on June 18th, you're gonna get a sneak peek of the new Terrell Edwards album. And do we still say album?
I don't know.
Oh, Patty.
There's
Yeah, I
no
would think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So-
no
Like if it's an
well,
album.
I guess vinyl is making a comeback.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right, man. I saw a vinyl album on the shelf, and it was like $35.
Yep.
So like,
Was it an older one or was
yeah.
it a collector's?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's quite
yeah.
the comeback, man. I mean, because
Yeah.
I don't think they were ever like $35.
No. I still have a whole bunch of albums.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
you're quite the collector when it comes to music, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a lot of, well, it's mostly CDs, and people now CDs are a thing of the past
Yeah.
too. You can't even get a car with a CD player
I
in it
know.
anymore. So I am definitely a CD player. So I have some really old school radio CDs from when radio ran off of jukebox.
Yeah. Wow.
When someone like Patty, who's running a show, he'd punch up a song and the whole jukebox thing would start moving around and selecting the CD that it was on and plunk it in like you would see a jukebox in, a honky tonk or something. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they weren't the standalone. It was a whole wall of these CD players. So I know Patty's looking at me like, what?
Well, I mean,
So-
I've been like Mel's Diner. There's like those little mini.
yeah, it's not like that.
jukeboxes.
Yeah, this is pretty big. So
Oh, cool.
I have a lot of the old radio CDs they're from 70s, 80s, 90s, and so those are a lot of fun to listen to.
I know, and I've been to your house,
Yeah.
and you've got tons of music. And
Yeah.
that's one of the things I'm just terrible at. I've always wanted to collect, and I just fall short. I just end up throwing stuff in the trash, and 10 years later, it's like, man, I wish I would have kept that. So
Yeah, no, I have quite a variety. I mean, if you looked at the music that I had, you wouldn't be able to tell what I really liked because it's just all over the map, from Christian to country to pop to dance, party music to, I mean, it's just all over the place.
well, it's crazy because I mean,
70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah.
like we've been in the car together,
Yeah.
and like and the song comes up, like if it's a 60s, 70s, 80s current music, like somehow you know all of the words.
I don't know.
What's that about? How do you know all the words to every song?
I think I just listen to a lot of music. I love it. I listen to it. I really listen to it, and I don't know. I just like it. I guess if I were a singer and had to learn lyrics to a song and memorize a song, it might be easier. But I'm not. My mom always
man.
said, if only they had math or history to music,
Yeah.
you'd be straight A.
Speaking of that, you were asking me. This is something that I guess for those aspiring artists, I got a call about a month ago or so, and during this time that we've been out, from a guy named Greg Adams, and he's legendary. If you guys don't know who Greg Adams is, he was one of the original members of Tower Power.
Huge,
Yeah,
huge group.
and so
Horns.
yeah. I mean, music is music.
Funky,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so, got a call from him. They were looking for a lead singer, and I had a meeting with them, and it went well. And so tomorrow, I'm down
Seal Beach,
in Seal Beach
Yeah.
with the Greg Adams and East Bay Soul.
East Bay Soul.
And yes, it's a privilege to be their new lead singer. But we also are doing, and then we come right back here and do the Ambrosia show, right at the Canyon Club. So it's exciting times right now.
It's really exciting. That's and I think that group is fantastic.
Oh.
And I know we were talking to Jerry about that, and her father was really into jazz and knew that group very well, and East Bay Soul, and followed them. So I just think that's such a fabulous opportunity, and I know that they're thrilled that you're joining them. So
Well, I'm probably more
Yeah.
thrilled than them. But I tell you, I mean, some of the when you sit down and you talk to these legendary musicians, and they're talking like, oh yes, I talked to Marcus Miller, and Marcus Miller is the songwriter. He was a co-writer with Luther Vandross, and I'm like, Marcus Miller, and he said, oh yeah, I was with Peebo Bryson, and when you talk to these guys and they just kind of roll those names off like it's nothing.
yeah.
It's pretty like, what?
Yeah, it's amazing when you hear people that you're playing with and doing shows with, some of their resumes.
Right.
It's
Right.
pretty incredible. It's incredible. And I guess, that's part of the reason why Jay Leno said you need to get to Los Angeles.
He did. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, this is your place, not Canada.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, thank you, Jay Leno, right?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Changed my life. Yeah, so
I think he actually did.
yeah, no, there's no question about it. And, yeah.
You're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS and 98.1 FM, and it's the Terrell and Sharon show. And we're chatting about kind of what happened in May, and now what is planned
store.
ahead.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to be able to hear from Ambrosia. I know they're doing a show in Vegas today, and so there'll be sound check, and so we're trying to get in between some of their busyness for getting their show off tonight. But in the meantime, we're going to have a special guest that's going to come in,
Yeah.
and then chatting about what you're doing, what your show's looking like with Ambrosia, and there's still people can still get tickets too
Yeah,
to that show.
absolutely. Still get tickets, and we'll even give you some more information on how to get tickets. Yeah, we
Well,
wanna
it's
throw
on
some-
the KHTS website. They can click on there to get tickets, or just call us.
Right,
Call
that's
us
right.
here, and Jerry can refer over to us, or she can take care of it, and
Yeah.
so it's easy. And
Just that simple.
and or get them at the Canyon Club too.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to last minute show up, do that, because it'll be a great show.
We're gonna have a great time.
It'll be a really great show.
A lot of dancing, laughing, and singing along.
So
Yeah.
most of the songs that you're doing, are we going to know them? I mean, you're doing some of your originals.
Yeah, I'll do some of my, but you know what? Like I said, there'll be lots of singing along because I mean, if you came up in that, put it this way, if you came up in that era, you'll be singing right at the beginning, and if you did not, you'll be tapping your feet, and before the end of it, you're gonna be a fan of some of that great music that came out around that time, and we still actually we're here today, so. I'm quite excited about the whole thing. The band's excited, and wow, it's gonna be incredible. Matter of fact, we may have a song. You want to go to a song?
Sure.
Let's listen to an Ambrosia song.
You want to do Ambrosia, or you want to do one of yours? Oh no, let's do Ambrosia.
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
do-
Ambrosia.
yeah,
'Cause- yeah.
I actually just have Terrell's songs actually right on cue right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I could find one for the next segment.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Are we gonna? Or is this going to break, or are we just music?
That's a good question. Let's just do some music.
Yeah.
here now.
Do a little music right now.
Okay, do a little music. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Tell me something. Have you ever loved me? Tell me something. Do you care? Tell me something. Should we try to? 'Cause 'cause you're my best friend. So do even dare. I was so afraid to let you know my feelings changed. I should have told you a long time ago that I loved you. I'm the only one who knows. I should have told you what you never heard before from me. But now is it too late? Now is this one special? Tell me, is he cool? 'Cause he's the smart one, and baby, I'm the fool. And you're the one, the diamond in the rough. You're too much for some, but for me, you're just enough. And no one is to blame that I never took the chance to say I should have told you a long time ago that I loved you. But I'm the only one who knows. Should have told you what you never heard before from me. But now is it too late? Well, maybe it's not too late.
No doubt about it, LA is an awesome place to live. But even while living in the land of beaches and mountains, it's safe to say that we could all use a real vacation right about now. One where you don't have to stop for gas, cook your own meals, or strip your own sheets. Lucky for us, Princess Cruises has a port right here in LA. Now, for a limited time, LA residents can sail with Princess from just $89 per day to the beaches of Mexico, the tropics of Hawaii, or cruise along the California coast without getting stuck in traffic. That's right, just $89 per day. And while these great destinations aren't going anywhere, these deals won't be around forever. So visit princess.com, call 1-800-PRINCESS, or contact your travel advisor to book your cruise today. Set sail with LA's cruise line, Princess Cruises. Terms and restrictions apply. Promotional pricing ends November 30th, 2021. Ships are Bermudan and British registry. Before booking, consult the CDC website at www.cdc.gov.
It's a hit. Audiences are loving Something Rotten, playing out the Canyon Theater Guild. The year is 1595, and Shakespeare is a rock star. A rival acting troupe can't compete with the Bard. They need something new, exciting, never before done. Laugh your way back in time to the Renaissance with this hilarious show featuring tap dancing, Shakespeare, and the origins of the musical. Get your tickets today by calling 661-799-2702 or reserve online at canyontheater.org.
Coming to the Canyon, Mark Farner's American Band, Jack Russell's Great White, Faster Pussycat, The Motels, Starship featuring Mickey Thomas, The Smithereens, Stephen Piercy of Rat, Bullet Boys, Asia featuring John Payne, LA Guns, Marsha Ball, Young Dubliners, Ambrosia, The Spinners, and so much more. Country nights every Thursday, and the Canyon is the perfect place to host special events. Call 888-645-5006 to book yours today. The Canyon Santa Clarita, where music meets the soul. Tickets available through Access.com.
At Jersey Mike's, we make a sub above. Bread baked fresh, veggies served crisp, meat and cheese sliced on the spot. Then comes the juice. Red wine vinegar and olive oil blended to perfection is what makes a Jersey Mike's sub a sub to behold. And beholding? Well, we think that works best with two hands. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Your Santa Clarita Jersey Mike's, a proud sponsor of Santa Clarita Sports.
Did you know dog waste left on the ground contains harmful bacteria that can wash into the Santa Clara River? Pollution can create health and environmental hazards in the city of Santa Clarita. When picking up after your pet, use a bag, tie it, and place it in a regular trash container. It's your duty to bag dog duty, and your Santa Clarita neighbors will appreciate it. Learn more at greensantaclarita.com.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
You're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS and 98.1 FM. And our special guest, as promised, has arrived.
Oh,
So,
man.
Terrell, take
Well,
it away.
She needs no introduction. I mean, actually, you know, I got to tell you, as you guys know, we were looking for some hometown talent to help me with a few tunes at the Ambrosia show next week. And you know what? We confirmed there's some talented people right here
Right,
in Santa
there are.
Clarita. Yeah.
But someone stuck out.
Someone stuck out, and her name is Charlotte Ritchie. Hey, you got that clap track?
Yeah.
I do.
Big on the applause.
So, hey, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, good.
Let me just do one little shout out first.
Go ahead.
I am going to thank Julie Lawson,
Yes.
your former teacher, jazz coach up at College of the Canyons. Congratulate her on her retirement, but also thank her for sending you this
I know,
direction.
I will be
so,
forever grateful for Julie.
yeah, she's a great person.
She's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Also, you're just as cute as a button. Wow. Yeah. I remember when you guys, when I'm looking at you guys remind me of when I had hair.
Oh.
It wasn't
You had
quite.
hair?
It wasn't quite that long, but it's,
No?
yeah,
Just a little bit.
yeah, just a little
long.
bit. So hey, let's talk a little bit about your journey here as a
Yeah.
singer. So jazz is that kind of where you hang your hat there?
Yes, a little bit. I am in a band, and we do like R&B and pop.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's some of the R&B pop stuff do you guys do?
Lately we've been doing like How Deep Is Your Love?
Get out of here.
Yeah, just the two of us. We've been doing a bunch
Wow.
of smaller artists from like Sam Wills, of like Train Gazing, and a bunch of songs.
Wow. Okay, man, that's some classic stuff you just.
So how would you come up with classic stuff when you are in your youth? And that stuff is what, from when is it, 60s, Terrell? When is that?
Yeah. Wow.
70s?
Yes. Yeah, I would say 60s, 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with that music all
Yeah.
the time. When I was told that we're going to be doing a Chicago tune, I was excited because I grew up with all of that. You know, when I was having like father-daughter time, that's all we listened to.
Oh, that's very cool.
60s, 70s, 80s, all the time.
And when I'm telling you, when we saw your audition video, you nailed it too, man. And one
Thank you.
of the things that I really look for is like really rich tone and pitch, man, and you just nailed it, man. So I'm really was excited to have
Thank you so much.
come in and join us. Yeah. But so you're with the band now, but where'd you go to
Yes.
high school?
I went to Canyon. I just graduated in 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you born and raised here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And did you start wanting to sing around that time, or was it before that?
I started doing like musical theater when I was around 7, all the way up until like around freshman, sophomore year of high school, and then I started really getting into jazz. It just became an obsession. So that's all I did. I was in the jazz groups, I was in all choirs, I was in everything that I could be, as well as like musical theater.
Yeah.
And then I decided around my junior year, I was like, this is what I want to do. You know, I want to major in this. I want to pursue this as a career.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure you getting some support from your family. And
Yes.
yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, my family's a very musical family.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but they love country.
Oh yeah.
They came from Oklahoma and they came from Texas.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I like country music.
So they understanding the soul and the jazz part of you?
Yes,
Okay.
they
So
do.
because your dad listened to that too.
Well, you know what? If they're listening, and they probably would agree with me that, there's a lot of similarities between country music and R&B.
Yeah.
I mean, and I mentioned Lionel Richie, your uncle.
Not quite,
Okay.
not quite.
But I mentioned him, but I mean, in some of his songs, I could hear the crossover.
Oh, yeah.
We know Lionel Richie as an R&B guy, adult contemporary guy, but he's had a lot of the country artists.
Yeah.
grab
Blake
some of the
Shelton,
songs.
Kenny
Yep.
Chesney, he's done a lot of singing with
Yeah.
those folks.
Yeah. So Charlotte, what's the first song you can remember singing as a solo?
As a solo, I was 7 years old. I did this workshop, I guess, when I was little at Masters University, and I sang "Feed the Birds" from Mary Poppins.
Oh yeah.
I was very tiny and I was so scared. I hardly made any noise. I was so quiet, but that was the first song I ever performed as
Wow.
a solo.
So you've been soloing since you were 7.
Yes, I have been.
Okay, so this is going to be a walk in the park,
Yeah.
right?
So when you sang that song, I'm sure like everyone applauded. Is that when you said, "Man, I really like this"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much afterwards, it was during. It was like the adrenaline of being up there by myself, and then I got lost in the song.
Yeah.
I always do that. I get nervous beforehand, but right as I'm singing, all my thoughts just go away. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you want to do with your music, like as a singer? Like what do you want your music to be to people?
To be to people, I'm not sure. I would love to have a mixture of jazz within different genres.
Yeah.
Like alternative and R&B. I would love to migrate that because the artists that I have been listening to have done that before. And so in my mind, that's just the way I can express myself. I've been starting to write songs with my guitarist, and it's starting to have some influences from those genres pulling into it. But really, I just want to be able to connect through my lyrics and through the messages that I want to convey in the songs.
Cool. You're a songwriter too. So,
Yes.
Yeah, you got that's a good plug there. Yeah.
What do you think of, how has you taking like vocal and jazz at the college, how do you think that has helped you grow as an artist?
It's been a journey. I've been studying under Julie Lawson, of course, but also Bill Cantos, and he's been great. He's a jazz pianist. He's working around LA. He also teaches at APU, and so I've been studying under him, and it's just eye-opening because beforehand I would just be studying the music that was given by like Ella and Billie Holiday and Sarah Vaughan, and so those were the people that I always listened to until essentially like my horizon was broadened. I was able to see like a lot of new upcoming jazz artists and different techniques to approach things, and I had a very light voice. I had a very feathery voice. When you were talking about rich tone, I did not have that.
Wow.
Not so much.
Yeah.
But it was all through COC and my lessons with all my different professors and teachers that I was able to have the voice that I have now.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, we're so glad that you're a part of our show, June 18th,
Yes.
at the Canyon Club, and we got a rehearsal here coming up. But thanks so much for joining us, and
Thank
we're going to be taking a break here soon. Are you ready to do that?
Yeah.
Let's shine some light on some of our other friends here, and Charlotte, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
So great meeting you.
So nice meeting you too.
She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. Should do. Shoo-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-doo. Oh, good loving. The girl's got plenty good loving. Ask me how I know, and I tell you so. She used to be my girl. I respect her. When she was mine, I used to neglect her. Oh, she wanted more than I could give. But as long as I live, she's my girl. Oh, she used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. She had a charming personality. The girl was so right for me. She's my girl. Not only good looking, the girl was so smart, you can't beat her cooking. Oh, ask me how I know, and I tell you so. She used to be my girl. Deep down inside, I still love her. Place no one above her. She's warm and sensitive, but as long as I live, she'll be my girl. Oh, she used to be my girl. She used to be my girl. She had a charming personality. The girl was so right for me. She's my girl. And if I had the chance, I'll take her back. Lord knows, as a matter of fact, right away, like today. Oh, shoo-doo, 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 shoo-doo. Good loving. Used to be my girl. My girl. She used to be my girl. My girl, she used to be woman sensitive. She used to be my girl. My girl. Ooh, yeah, she's my girl. I respect her, love her, should do. Good and cooking, yeah.
The shows must go on. The Main in Santa Clarita is your destination for free online music, theater, art, and entertainment opportunities. Tune into fun variety nights, join a talent show, learn from filmmaking experts, attend a modern play, and more from the comfort of your home. For more information and to view upcoming events, go to facebook.com/themainnewhall or at themain.org. Enjoy the shows.
Helping lead the way to a greener future, all of Burtek's Santa Clarita Valley waste collection trucks run on clean-burning natural gas. Burtek takes pride in their community, and they've been serving the SCV for nearly 2 decades. Because at Burtek, we'll take care of it.
Hey, Ned, what's with the cape and tights again? Didn't the boss tell you about that?
No, this time I'm really a Pacific Air hero. I'm flying around keeping our customers cool with our WOW AC tune-up. It's Super Ned to the rescue!
Get in the truck, Ned.
Well, we're not letting Ned run around in tights.
But we are saving people every day.
Mark Schneider and daughter Kaylee for Pacific Air.
We're saving people from a hot, miserable home caused by an aging or broken AC system.
When you call Pacific Air, we know your time is precious, so we promise on-time service to save you time.
And right now, with every WOW AC tune-up, we will disinfect and sanitize the inside of your heating and air system free. We think you'll say,
when you want the best, call Pacific Air.
Schedule your WOW AC tune-up now, just $77, and we'll sanitize your heating and air system free. No surprises, just exceptional service, because nobody cares like Pacific Air. Details at pacair.com.
Your hometown station, KHTS.
You're listening to the Terrell and Sharon Show. I'm Terrell Edwards, your friend, and Sharon Bronson. 98.1 FM AM 1220 KHTS. And guess what? It is Sharon's birthday. We got Jerry Serrati in here.
Oh my goodness.
We just love Sharon Bronson. So look at us.
And this is from Terrell.
Yeah.
All this is from Terrell. He snuck in here yesterday.
Well, we wanted to make sure this may be overkill for a balloon, but we wanted to make sure you guys could see this.
It's got the fluff, the flare.
Another.
That's fancy. That is fancy.
It's another year
I
fabulous.
love it.
Another year fabulous.
So
That's
I would
right.
say this is good.
And you know,
thank you.
Make a wish.
Okay. Cheesecake.
Yeah, I know your favorite. Your
How long
favorite.
have we known Sharon for?
Yeah.
You and I've known you since 1996.
Yeah.
I started, that's when I joined KBET. It was 1996. Yeah.
It's been a
So,
long journey.
Yeah, there's been a lot. This is the third place that you've been in. I've been in 2 of your buildings.
Yeah.
So this is the third one, and this when you said, "Hey, do you want to do a radio show?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is like a blast to the past."
No doubt that she could do it.
Yeah. Jerry, you got any Sharon stories?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
I do. That just keeps getting repeated quite a bit in the last couple weeks because it had to do with the Sacramento trip.
I know the one.
And someone that's very prominent in our community that had to sit up front each year because she would get car sick.
In the bus on the trip to Sacramento.
Yes. And always Sharon became like her handmaid. And there was one point where she asked where the bathroom was. And Sharon, no, I wasn't on the bus trip because I don't do that. Carl and Sharon did that. Sharon, without a beat, said, yes, but I can't do that for you.
You got to do that yourself.
Yeah. So
there was just
Carl
several.
tells that
It's a
story
funny.
over and over again.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. Yeah. But
And there's
love you, my friend. Love you too.
And then there's also the stuff that we took. Do you remember the airplane trip we took that canceled?
Oh my God. We took an airplane trip, and
we were going to the radio
advertising
RAB.
bureau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were
convention.
going to Texas.
And we got off in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
And there was this really good-looking, and Sharon was single at the time, guy with a microphone from a news station as we got off the
And we're
plane.
like, who's on the airplane? I wonder who that is.
And so I would navigate myself because at the time I liked to play the matchmaker.
Jerry's always the matchmaker.
Always the matchmaker. So it's like, and then I start talking to him, having no idea he has a microphone and he's actually interviewing us to tell us that was the last flight that airline was running, that they had gone bankrupt midair.
No.
So they ended up flying us to Dallas. We had all the peanuts and alcohol we could ever want in our lifetime.
They were just throwing stuff at us.
Yes. And then we had to figure out how to get home.
Oh, I think that consumed Carl's entire weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, looking at every possibility.
But I could come up with a lot more stuff.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But I'm going to let you guys go back
Okay.
at it. This one, heavy points.
Yes, good point. I am shocked. I'm blown away. What a surprise.
Well, you got to blow away your
Okay.
candles.
Okay, let me make a wish. Let me make a wish.
Let's see.
Okay. But I can't tell you what the wish is going to
Okay,
be.
fair.
all right.
We can assume.
Yeah, we need some plates. Are you guys hungry?
I'm always hungry.
All right.
No, we'll get plates after. We'll get plates after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we don't have to eat right on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we love cheesecake though.
So if you
Well,
just,
then there's a piece for each of you here. Look at them.
that's right. That's
yeah.
right.
So
that's for you. You can take a look at that, and we'll keep
yeah,
talking. But
I'm going to look at this one after.
yeah, okay. All right. This is
These are beautiful too.
All your friends here at KHTS.
We had this.
You got me.
Well, we had this
You
all
got me.
planned, and then we see Jerry walking down with the cake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So Carlos, quick thinking, puts the sign up, and I'm like, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, Carlos.
When she was going out, she's gonna she's gonna go out with Charlotte. I was like, oh.
Oh, I know. I was thinking that. I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, if it happens, it happens. But nope, it didn't happen.
Yeah. We're sneaky around
You
here.
guys are pretty sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Points for you.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? We love you, Sharon.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? We're gonna continue to make some memories here
Oh,
with
yeah.
some music and some fun right here at KHTS and Ambrosia's. They're obviously busy today because I know they're in Vegas doing a show. So we'll catch them hopefully next time, but we'll definitely be together next week.
Yeah, even though they couldn't be here today, we can see them on the 18th.
That's right. That's right.
So, and I think that'll be a really great show, and particularly with you on that show as well. So it's, I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
One of the things I wanted to ask them is, I'm a Milwaukee, Wisconsin boy, and I grew up listening to Ambrosia. But the other thing is, I often wonder, because we had a place that manufactured chocolates, and we all loved chocolates, and the place was called Ambrosia.
Hey.
So I was just wondering. I hope I get a chance to ask them that next week. Is like, where'd you guys get that name from?
Ambrosia? Yeah, I've never heard of Ambrosia chocolates, but I know the dessert Ambrosia.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that there was a dessert called Ambrosia.
I think it's whipped cream and oranges, and there's maraschino cherries and maybe coconut in it. Yeah.
Oh, very
served
fruit,
chilled.
like
Well,
a tart, kind of like a tart.
No, not really. It's pretty. It's sweet. It's I wouldn't say it's fruit based, but yeah, it's probably not one of the 4 food groups.
So, so maybe like the sweet. That's a good one. So maybe it's like the sweet sounds of Ambrosia, the dessert. Yeah, maybe that's it. Because their sounds are pretty sweet.
Yeah, they're fabulous. They're good. I'm really looking forward to that show.
Yeah, well, we're going to get to chat with them backstage. What would you ask them if?
I don't know if I'd ask them anything backstage. Maybe I would ask them about their experiences on the road, because I know that they've been on shows with a lot of people, like the Doobie Brothers. Bruce Hornsby was with them at one point, and then they were with him at another point when he had Bruce Hornsby in the range.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
you told me that.
And I don't know. I'm just their hits. They had those I think 5 top 40 hits within a 5-year period of time.
Incredible.
So it's pretty incredible in the music business. So, and that have stood the test of time. So I'm always interested in how does somebody write a song? How do you think of that? How do you string those words together? And then think of the music that goes with it, and then we all love it.
Right.
And it's around for since 1980. Where are we at now? It's a lot of years.
Yeah. I mean, there's often a great story behind those hits, and they don't just pop up. So it's always nice to be able to say, okay. Matter of fact, I mentioned Dave Berg, who's a resident here of Santa Clarita, and he said to me, we were working on the song. He says, I gotta know more about this, Terrell. He says,
about one that you wrote that you let him listen to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're working it together, but
Yeah.
I started the song, and he says, I gotta hear more about this story. Is this personal or is this someone else? I said, no, it's personal experiences, and I really need to hear more about that. So when you listen to those 5 top 40 hits in 5 or 10 year span, I bet there's a lot of stories there in those songs.
Yeah. So that would probably be something, but I mean I know they're there and they're probably in show mode, so it's not really time to sit around and be chatty and have them go blast to the past.
Yeah,
so
we'll just get their number. We'll call them later.
So actually, and Carl and Jerry, actually it was Carl, asked me to introduce you.
Oh, okay.
There, so I'm kind of working up what I'm going to be saying in my 60 seconds. So, yeah.
Well, tell them that I brought you flowers and a balloon for her. Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
I'm still kind of blown away from that.
We got you.
You got me.
Yeah,
you
and
did get me.
Yeah. So we got to. We've got to just mention one more time that all of the work that KHTS is doing for the show, the Canyon Club. Everything that we're doing, we're building up to make this an incredible show. It's not just me, and it's not just Ambrosia. It's a whole team that's going to be putting this together. And Charlotte Ritchie was just a breath of fresh air to come in here and chat with us, and I'm sure she's going to have.
I can't wait to hear the two of you sing "You're the Inspiration." That's going to be great.
If you guys have not heard this young lady, you are going to be blown away. Let me tell you. So yeah, and she's a distant cousin. No.
Yeah, don't say that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But this, yeah, I'm so looking forward to Saturday, and then the Saturday after that.
That's right.
And all the stuff you're doing, and then
We'll keep
being
you
involved
posted.
in the plans that for all the way through to the middle of next year of things you're going to be doing out here in Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. We'll be right
so-
back here next Friday. Right?
Terrell Edwards, you've got a lot of planning to do, and this is going to be great.
Yeah. Well, hope you'll be joining me. With that.
Absolutely.
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 Hey, we are so happy that we were able to spend this hour with you guys. Terrell, this is Sharon. Happy birthday again, Sharon.
Thank you. Thank you.
KHTS, your hometown station.
Thank you, Carl and Jerry.
Thank you, Carl and Jerry. We love you.